But this time, am I audible now? Yeah, looks like this time I'm audible. Crazy. Only a solid, 3 or 4 minutes in, and now we can be heard. Hi! Welcome to my very, very chaotic stream in which I never know how to do anything. But now we've got it mostly going, and it's like, it's fine. Would have been very cool if we could hear before now, but...
Ah, Remy! How did you get here if you didn't get a notification, sir? You're just sitting refreshing the Wigglebees channel.
It would be an awful lot easier to simply sit in a Discord together instead of sit on a live stream, but such is the way. Instead we're here. Trying to figure out how to draw again. Ugh. Devastating. Am I supposed to know how to draw? That's not true. I'm still thinking extraordinarily hard about fairy tale Minecraft. I just want to build a silly little house and then write a story about who lives in the silly little house. Things like Eve Snail. But now we have to write a book about it? Or like Adrena? Delightful. Let's see if I can also listen to music at the same time, or if that will like overload my brain and I can no longer speak. Always a chance. Okay, we can put it at like 3/4 volume and then it's fine. Fairy Tale Minecraft! I really love how the delay is just delightful. But yes, Fairy Tale Minecraft. Oh yes, I will not be able to speak if I listen to music. This is not gonna work. We're gonna pause that. Okay, maybe I could listen to like lyricless music. We can listen to like video games soundtracks, always good. Yes, this shall work. I'm really tempted to jump over and work on something else, but I know that that means I'll never finish it ever. Music plus talking plus reading. Truth. Impossible. Impossible. You can't do it. What if I simply hopped over into working on an entirely different piece and didn't finish this one? No, that would be a very bad idea, and I will not be doing it. But I have to remind myself that I'm not doing it because I will. I do want to. I want to work on something else, but I want this to be finished. Maybe I can erase it over here. I can do it like that, and then we can like push it a little more up here. I wish drawing was not so drawing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. How is everyone else doing today? And by everyone else, I mean Remy and the single other person in the chat. You can never tell. I feel like the sketching process is so much more fun, and so I don't really want to like polish this. Remy, you should draw more. This is a petition for Legitimus drawing more. I want to see more Legitimus art. Let's post this over... Yeah, there we are. New sketchbook, new big sketchbook and big drawing supplies. Ooh! No, Remy! You just paint over it, sir. You never look at it again, you just put paint on top of it. Every page can be a layer and have 7 layers beneath it. 7 pages of hell. Exactly. You just add more sticky notes and then it's just fine. Ale, hi! Welcome to Wigglebee's stream, in which we simply, oil painting doobie like. We're just chillin'. And I don't know how to draw, but we're gonna pretend I do, because if I don't, then I won't finish this application. And if I don't finish this application, future me will be sad. Nothing's gonna come of it, but like, even so, future me will be sad. I'll be more sad if I don't finish it than I am if I'm rejected. Oh no, oil painting doobie like. This is like the captions all over again. Go away, Remy. We'll do CalArt stuff together. We're just chilling together doing CalArt stuff. Wherever did the Thanksgiving special get posted? Is it around? I want to put more colors in here. I want to like make it brighter. How would I do that, I wonder? It's gone! A most blessed and cursed day. I can't decide whether to rejoice or cry. Oh, that's true. I feel like I did give him permission, but it never came anything of it, so maybe I have to re-give him a permission, and then it'll appear. Let's just slam dunk a nice old multiply blue layer on top of here. Nothing can go wrong with a good multiply blue layer. Yeah, okay, that's like helping, I think, a little bit. Maybe we could put it on like... Maybe if we blend it out a little bit. Yeah, okay. If we blend it out a little bit, it gets a little better. Just slightly, but it's fine. Yeah! We love layer effects. Layer effects make the whole thing work. That's the fun little secret nobody tells you, except everyone tells you it. Layer effects, my beloved. Love a good layer effect. Perhaps I should make an actual, like, overlay. I feel like, oh, drats. I feel like these colors look like blue cheese, and that's not vibing too hard. But I could make, like, a nice stream overlay, and then it would look nicer. Instead of just pure voice and art program, baby. Which is a vibe. But maybe we'd have better vibes with better things. I can't tell if my shading helped even a little bit. Let's zoom out really far and see. You know, it didn't, but that's okay. We'll just pretend it did. And I'll go back and fix it later. Yes, this is the tactic. We'll go back and fix it later. Maybe we'll just leave that be. Yeah, that works. We'll just have one half of it have that on it. I can't decide whether this I can't decide whether this should be... What is the swirly made out of, is the question here. Is it a feather? If so, should it be white? Or is it like a piece of grass like I had it in... Here? Yeah, here. Right here it's like hypothetically green except for shading and it's brown, but it's like green. And so is it like plant matter and it's green? Or is it a feather and it's white? These are the important questions. Green would add contrasty... It is a swirly thingy, and it doesn't need to be anything more, but it needs a color. Green would add another color to her palette, which is very red, white, and blue, and I'm just kind of noticing that, and I'm not really a fan of how patriotic it is, but also it's like really dark versions, so like it's okay. No, it could use a little more. It could use a little more. But what more could it use is the question. Green pipe cleaners. Good answer. Ah, the temptation to move on to an entirely different piece is just so very high. But it won't help me. Yeah, we'll do green. I'm feeling green, and we'll add like something green somewhere else, I guess. It's gonna be like a yucky, swampy yellow-green. Yeah, just a little bit of brightness up here. We'll have to work out better how the swirly things work, but that's fine. My usual tactic is just switching between everything all the time. And it's like not helpful, but it's all I can manage to do. And streaming's helping a little bit to stay on task, because I feel like I can't just... at least I can't just like vanish and go look at Twitter, because I'm like, I feel obligated to have drawing be happening, so that's helping. And I feel like it is a more coherent experience if I'm only working on like one, maybe two things, and it's not at the same time. But the urge to switch over is there, and you can tell by all of the tabs up here, is like, I just want to work on 2,000 things at once. Let's go see what this is doing. I don't know. This one's old. This one's old. This is reference. Okay. Okay. We're like mostly fine. I could start Elliot or Marlins, but I feel like shouldn't, because I should know how I want each of them to look like first. And I should know what I want the character sheets as a whole to look like first. Oh, you know what I could do to jump around without actually jumping around? I could start putting in the graphic design? I don't know. The text I need on it. Yeah, let's go grab the text. I'll just go hunt it down in the other file over here. Give me just a moment. There we go. Ah! Why would you do that? My beautiful armor, stay right here. Perfect. Now we have this. How would we... Yes, brightness to opacity. Did it? Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, nice. And then we just snatch Joan Gillette. And we copy it. And we put it in the right location. There we go. Do we want text that big or a little smaller? I'm never sure of this part. I am back! More streaming. More streaming. It didn't work out earlier today, but it did tonight. Ugh, I never know how to lay these out. I feel like I want it up here. But I can't tell if that'll, like, be very nice. Does that work? It almost works. It's, like, almost not readable, but it's, like, okay. Let me know if it's not. I want it to look a little cooler, and I'm not willing to actually draw out my calligraphy or text, whatever it is. But I just want it to be in there. I'll probably replace it, but it might make me happy for now. Yeah, because we could do Joan Gillette up there, and then we can do like a small, with like bullet points for the personality, like kind of here. So then like this stands on its own, and then I would have more headshots like right here. Yeah, that works. Oh, I do have a Discord server. Come join my Discord server. It's lovely. That doesn't look... There we go. Excellent. Remy, go away. You have enough art from me. All 72 of the Remys in that sketchbook. Excellent, Joan Gillette. I really hope I can like get it more active, and I think that just takes existing myself. Just to make us all have a good time in there. Because like over the pandemic I haven't done anything, and so the server's been all quiet because everyone's having such a time. I don't think anyone else in this stream is wearing a Wigglebees brand frog t-shirt right now. I feel like that's just you. No, this is not gonna work. My handwriting will not suffice here, so we'll have to type it out, but it'll go kind of like right there. Yeah, okay. And then maybe we can do age here. Yeah. It's hard being active in there around everything else. That's just how it goes. Just a fun little miracle time where everything lines up and you can come hang out in my lovely stream. I wonder if I could actually manage. I need to set up the stream better because I feel like I have. I could play music and it would be nice and we could chill with music. And I'm not sure whether people prefer streams with music or not because I know I vary. Like, it strongly depends on the moment whether I'm willing to put up with someone else's music or not. And that'll have me leave a stream. But other times I just like having the music in the background and not having to pick it. Maybe let's do more headshots? Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll return to this, but I'll still be productive over here. Let's see. What kind of expression should I do here? I'm not sure. We love rummy ukulele Discord music. Oh, that's true. I could stream in the server. That would be fun. Excited would be good. Ooh, shiny. Yes, yes, this will work. I want them to be kind of facing that way more, because I have... Yeah, just to balance it out. We'll face that way. Server stream. We'll do a server stream at some point. That's what I'll do next, and it'll be great fun. But also I want to, like, reinvigorate my YouTube channel, because I really miss making videos, even though they're all... Oh, hi, Stacy! Even though they're, like, all just sketchbook tours, I'd like to make more things that are not just sketchbook tours. Cyclopic spacesuit expression? I can do that. This is for you. And he's got ears. And a smile. And one eyebrow. But which is the smile and which is the eyebrow, you'll never know. Yes. Yes. Yes, this shall work nicely. This shall work very nicely. Okay, well no, now it has to go. We will draw excited. Maybe this one right here? Thank you! I'm glad you think so, because I've been waffling on it a lot. I just go in circles going, is this turning out okay, or am I going insane? Maybe we can do a good old looking down and nice and lovely. That's a little bit much of a mouth. We'll fix that. I'm not certain on this expression, but like, there's something in it. It doesn't quite feel like Joan's expression, so I might have to redo it. Okay, we'll do this one over here, and then we'll go back to this one over again. And we'll do kind of like an ooh shiny. So actually, yeah, we'll just switch this over. We'll do another right here with kind of similar pieces, but a different expression, and then we'll redo this one. You should absolutely go in and scare them. Please go in and scare them and then report back how that went. It doesn't have to be here, but I want to hear how it goes. Joan is so tricky to do expressions for. I don't feel like I quite have it down yet. There's always like a learning curve with characters and how they like move their face and express. And Joan has always been one of the more elusive ones for me. Not quite there. Let's try zooming in so that I'm not drawing itty bitty in the corner. Let's do as big as possible. What am I thinking? Okay. So we're doing kind of like an ooh, shiny. So it's like big eyes. Maybe a little sparkle in the eye, although I'll have to use a smaller brush to make that actually visible. Oh. I don't know. I wish I could more quickly hunt down reference for this. Let's see. Do any of you have like go-to places for reference? Because I'd love to hear them. Let's see. So we have like a kind of disgruntled, like, ugh. We've got a nice and peaceful one. We've got like a, huh? We've got like, ah. So let's do deviantart. That's a good one. I'd forgotten that deviantart is just a treasure trove. Yeah, we'll open the eyes really wide. I can't tell if this looks like her. It doesn't really. Ally is too powerful when it comes to resources. Absolutely unstoppable. Maybe we could do like looking up? Because this looking down thing is just like not looking like her. Yeah, let's try. This looks kind of like yearning. So we could do a yearning. Head angles and expressions, definitely what I'm looking for. I'm just like not vibing with this. Let's see if we can try to come at it from this angle. There we are. That almost works, except not so certain. Ugh, this is what happens with me, is like I end up getting caught in a cycle of like, sketch half of a thing and erase it. Tricky. What if we try a different kind of expression? What about like flustered? If I think of it from a flustered angle, will that help me? Yes, Allie? I want to see what you just sent. Let me go find it. Let's go see. Just sent. Just sent where? Where am I seeing? Oh, am I on a smaller brush? That would super not help. Yeah, that would not help at all. Let's see if I can hunt that down. No, I still don't know where it's in. Almost got it here. That's almost a good expression. did flip it though, so we're gonna have to go whoop, boop. It's also a darker color, which might actually prevent me from liking it as much, because I'm not very helpful. Colors take far too high of importance when I'm looking at everything, even just in a sketch. Let's see. Let's think extraordinarily hard about what kind of expression Joan would be making. Let's try. Yeah, if we just make the pupils absurdly big, then maybe it will appease me. Let's see, what if I pull an old expression? This one's like close, but it's not quite there. Nah, I think it's pretty good. We'll do that one. We'll keep this one for now. I love how her hat doesn't make even a little bit of sense. We just love a 1920s hat that doesn't make any sense. What are they called? They're like a cloche? Cloche? I don't know. I feel like they're all silent letters. Ah, farewell, Perry. Bye-bye, LA. It's good hat. How's that? That kind of works. It like halfway works. I might go over it for stronger lines, but it mostly works. It was scary! Why was it scary? You're Legitimus. strangers. But you're Remy! I don't mean to laugh because it's not funny. Strangers scary though. How was it though? Was it fun? I feel like her little swirlies change size every time I sketch them. And the reason I feel this way is because it's true. So that's what happens. Hell yeah. What kind of plugin? What was it gonna do? Excellent. Let me do one more expression. Maybe even two. I might be able to fit two. It's like perhaps I could make two fit. Nice. What is your next video gonna be? Any fantastically epic plans in the works? In love with how my layers aren't even a little bit in a reasonable order. We'll just handle it. It'll be fine. Definitely think setting the stream up to like have some music and have a nice overlay is very high on the priority list, I think. Just to make it a little nicer, a little homelier. Yeah, we'll do one expression there. I will do one expression there. And they'll be like tightly packed, but cute. Exciting. I don't have like a nice plain, I don't have this expression right here, so I should do that next. We'll just basically redraw that drawing right here for a nice neutral. Hi! Welcome again. We're just working on character sheet, portfolio stuff, as usual. Yeah, listening to music is maybe too dangerous of a move if nobody else can hear it, because I just zone out and I'm like having a grand old time listening to it. I'm like, ooh, funny music. How wonderful to pay attention to this and only this and not narrate anything. So next time I'll try to make sure I can set it up so you guys can hear it too. So at least we'll zone out together. I think that would be an infinite improvement. Imagine being able to draw. Could not be me. That's simply not the case. Why am I so zoomed out? That doesn't help. I feel like I do this every time, where I just like zoom out 2 billion yards. And then I forget how to draw. And I'm like, why isn't this working? It's because you're zoomed out, you buffoon. Her eyes are smaller over there, so let's make that match. There we are. This is a little bit squished up against the edge, though. I wonder if I could move it over and have it be fine. It's possible. We'll leave it be. We'll make the last one. And then we'll make a decision, I guess. What expression should this last one be? Any ideas? Maybe we should make her look forward in this one. Happy. We can do happy. Oh, that is true. Everything else is kind of negative moods. At least over here. A thrilled expression. What kind of expression is thrilled? Like just extraordinarily happy? Let's try like a big... No? Yeah, nice scrunchy eyes. Little nose. A little too much of a smile there, but it's so cute. I'm not sure. Let's see. What if we went super light? Is that doesn't work? Let's see. Oh, why is art hard? I don't approve of art being hard. That's not what I went into this industry for. This one's turning out okay. I'm liking this one. Yeah, I do feel like they've gotten too squished up here. So that's gonna be a problem. I really couldn't fit a full 3. Maybe we could do... Let's snatch... this one? Oh, we could put it right down here. Shorten up this area, because we don't actually need quite that much room. And then we'll pull this one right here. Yeah, okay. That should work better. That's better spacing. And then I do have to finish up the full body there with the color. It doesn't have to go too much further, it just has to, like, I think define the eyes and face a little bit more and, like, clean up the feet, and then we should be okay. And maybe I could add the stripes to her dress, just to make it feel a little more detailed. I'd love to also do like an action sheet with all 3 of them, with Elliot, Joan, and Marlin together. That would be really nice. Because then on their character sheets I can show their slightly more detailed version, where like Joan's dress has stripes and things, and Elliot has a pattern on his vest and stuff like that. And then in the action sheet I can show how they'd actually be drawn in like animation, where it's just a little more chill, a little more singular color block. One moment. One moment. I return. Sorry for that absence, but we're back now. Oh, that's not the color. Let's get the right color down here. Which, it's like a little bit down. I don't know. There we go. Can't tell quite if I like this expression. I like the expression, but I'm not sure if I like the form on it. We'll just darken the edges. Thank you. I'm glad you like her. Welcome to the stream. We'll do earsies down there. What about... Not sure. Yeah, that's really cute. Once you add that hat, it's like, oh, hi Joan. There she is. Excellent. There we are. Like, that's mostly good. I can call that fine. I might shift it around a little. a little bit, but like the essence is there. And that's all we really need at the moment. Let's scooch this one up a little bit too, so that it all sits nicely on the page. Yeah. Now they're floating a nice distance away from each other. Readable and nice. Perfect. Awesome. This is like looking good. This is looking almost like a functional character sheet. And I'm really satisfied with that. I don't think I'm going to go into much more. I'm not going to clean up the expressions or the pose with her sitting and playing the guitar or the turnaround. I think they're just all going to be sketches. We're going to leave it at that because otherwise I'm going to promise myself things I can't keep. And then the only finished thing is going to be over on this side with the full body. Yeah, that works. That works. I am extraordinarily tempted to move on to, like, Marlin or Elliot's. Probably Marlin's. But I shouldn't, I suppose. I suppose not. Excellent. But there is Joan, and I'll fill in text and stuff over here. Perfect. It'll go kind of up like that. It'll be just a little bit Texas shaped, but not really. Awesome. Me packing in my character sheets too tightly? No, there's definitely breathing room on this sheet. I'd say this is pretty successful. We've done a fair bit of work here, and so I'm not going to be in too much longer. But we'll just keep hanging out, as long as people want to hang out. Until I don't want to hang out anymore, and instead I want to go rewatch The Witcher. We'll just wait until then. Holy moly, someone coming to Twin Mask from Ireland? That's insane. That's a tangent, but that's insane. Let's see, so we'll have like age, gender, / pronouns. Yeah, age and pronouns over there. And then maybe we could do... not sure. We could do, like... height. And... like, style vibes. And then over here is like personality. And character, what would it be called? Character role. Yeah, character roles. And relationships. Awesome. And then that will be her sheet. It'll look pretty much like this, but with nicer text over here. And I think Jones is actually essentially done. I need to clean this up a little more. But I don't want to do that right now. I'm not really in a frame of mind that could lead to nicely cleaned art. So, I think we save, and we start on Marlins. How are we feeling about that? Let's start on Marlins. I'm not sure what kind of pose we should start with for him. Let's close this. Let's save this. Thank you! I'm glad you like my poses. Poses are difficult, and I've been trying really hard to, like, get them to be lovely. And it's a struggle. Let's see. Let's save this as example. Oh, my keyboard's not even a little bit plugged in. We'll leave it be then. This can go. And then this is saved. This can go. Awesome. Okay, well, that's as much as we can close for now. We will make another page just like this one. And we'll start on Marlins. And maybe we'll start with a screenshot of this one. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, I can't do that. We love a competent man. Now that we have some more folks in here, like, how are you doing? What are you doing tonight? What brings you to my lovely little stream? Okay, let's merge that all the way down so that I can copy paste it over. Because my entire process is built on drawing on top of the foundations of other things. Where's the turnaround? Let's bring it through. Excellent. And then we'll throw this on low opacity. And hunt down a nice placeholder of Marlin. Yeah, this'll do. Yay! I'm glad we can draw together on this here late night. It's pretty late where I am as well. Not quite what I would yet define as too late, but it is just about midnight-ish? Nah, it's 11. It's 11:30-ish. Okay, we'll get this Marlin. Maybe we'll pull in another Marlin. But we're sitting and we're drawing together. That's a joy. Where would a lovely Marlin be? Let's hunt through all of the files for a nice Marlin pose. There should be a nice Marlin pose in this one. Let's find out. Me? Opening too many tabs? No, not me overloading my computer. Oh, that's the Marlin one. We want to close off everything other than the Marlin ones. Maybe we can do this pose for him? Yeah, we could do this pose and we could grab that other one for the secondary action pose. This is for the reference pose. We'll make them a little bit bigger, just because we can. Yeah, we'll make this one smaller. Ooh, he's gonna be all little. Excellent. And then we're gonna grab this, I think, for the action pose. I'm aiming for each of their sheets to have like 3 to 4 expressions, a 5-point turnaround, and the main illustration reference. And so that's the goal with each of these. Not every character sheet has to have all of those, or it can have more or less than what I have here, but for this set, I want to keep them kind of all consistent. Do we have any Marlin expressions we like? I'm not so certain. Let's make this just a smidge bigger. Because it can handle it. I can put him a little bit lower down. And then I think Elliot's actually going to be the hardest one to do. Yes, and then we'll have an expression here. Hi! Welcome to Biggleby's stream. And then it would be like Marlin, Malloy. And it's all over there. And then we'll do the same kind of age, gender, style vibes, I suppose. How cool would it be if I actually left room on my sheets? That'd be pretty wild. And then we can do, yeah, all of the description right up here. Yeah, okay, that like mostly works. And then we'll have his turnaround here. He's a good bastard. Big O, do you think I should like leave more room on my character sheets? Like, is this too dense? How dense are we feeling? Because the only like open space, let me make a different color, is like right here. And I feel like that looks kind of awkward. So maybe I could just like, I don't know. It could just be like description there. And then you also have open space kind of around. I don't know. No space then. No space it is. It's true though. Like, I feel like you can really only pick one or the other. It's either like nice and horrifically dense, or like super sparse where it's like just, let's turn this off. Like a little character like in the middle of the page, and like their name, and like maybe 2 headshots and their description, and it has to be like in the middle of the page, and that's the only other way it looks nice, and then it just looks like an illustration rather than a full character sheet. So who knows? Did I draw any Elliot's here? This is titled Elliot sheet, and I didn't draw any Elliot on it. It's tricky because you just have to play Tetris with fitting everything together, and then it's a 50-50 roll of the dice whether it actually looks good too. Ah, here are some good marlins. We can steal that expression. We can actually steal both of these expressions. Let's just snatch both of them right up. See, this is why I keep my ridiculous, like, layered nonsense pages. Because then I can just steal pieces of... That's not what I want. I can just steal pieces of them for later. It's just like, that's a surprise tool. It'll help us later. Make it... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to, like, perspective angle transform you. I just wanted it to be smaller. Maybe we can put that in the middle. I like that one in the middle more. Oh, but it overlaps, so I'm gonna have to, like, do that in a moment. This one can go here. We do have to smallen him a bit to make sure he's, like, of a reasonable size. And then we can get this one right in there, too. How do I come up with expressions and poses? It's like a lot of... It's like I have a set of symbols for eyes, like these are the set of ways eyes can look like, and then this is the set of ways mouths can look like, and you just kind of match them together until it works. Which sounds absurd, but let me, like, demonstrate actually. And then what's the deal with my state's art school having no application filter whatsoever? Most state schools don't, like places that aren't specifically art schools, they often don't have any filter. And that doesn't necessarily bode poorly for their program. Although I do understand the instinct of like, that's odd, that's weird. Because I feel the same way. Because it's like off-putting. But it really doesn't strictly correlate with what the program's going to be like. But like in an expression, poses I have no idea. I just kind of like fumble around until it works. I look up a lot of like reference. I really like vintage photos, and I do a lot of life drawing and I pull from that. I just like the body language you can create with it. So like it's either an outwards pose or a crunchy pose, like inwards. And I pick which one I want to do of those, and then I go from there. Back to expressions though. It's like eyes can either be like that, they can be normal, they can be open, they can be scrunched upwards, they can be scrunched downwards. Those are the only real ways eyes can be. And you can like accentuate different things about them to make them feel different, but mostly eyes can only be those ways. As well as where they're looking will change things. Oh, they'd be looking like a Steven Universe character. That's okay. And then eyebrows can do the same thing. They're up, they're neutral, they're angry, or they're down. And then mouths are wilder, but there's just the basics of like open frown, closed smile, open smile, and you can like vary the amounts of that. You can also tilt them and stuff, but I just like pick from this library, and you might mix and match different sides of the face. So I might pick open here, up eyebrow, down eyebrow, up scrunch, and like open smiley. And then you have a whole expression. You're like, who's that? What are they thinking about? But you might also pick, like if I picked the same thing, I guess downwards eye is not the best example. Same thing. Downwards frown. It's a completely different expression with different vibes coming off of it. So you basically, that's what I mean. You just mix and match. And they will always have like a fun, appealing face. You might not know exactly what they're trying to express, but you'll get them. So like you might have normal eyebrows, open eyes, and then like, I guess this is also like neutral closed and neutral open. And there's a couple more variants on mouths, like mouths are wilder. I don't know. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I hope it does, because I really just like mixing and matching. Because, yeah, it's like a library. That's exactly how I think of it. It's just like, Like, that's an expression. They're doing something for sure. It also helped, thinking of it as a library also helped me a ton with, like, figuring out how to do expressions with diverse faces, like face types and face shapes. Because, like, I have characters that have, let's just use Elliot, Joan, and Marlon as an example. Elliot's got round eyes that look like that. And so his neutral looks like that. And, like, Joan's got kind of upward slanty eyes, so her neutral looks like that. And not really, but like sort of. But then Marlon's got downwards eyes. And so basically, these are very intimidating differences, especially once you throw in their like face shapes as well. Because Elliot's kind of got a diamond shape, Joan's got a nice soft round shape, and then Marlon's just got like upside down teardrop. And I was really struggling making expressions for them, but when I kind of figured out like, oh, this is what Marlon's eyes look like when they're scrunched upwards. And this is what... Oh, why is my program not loading? This sucks. Let's try to allow this to function again, please. Okay, he's back. It's okay. We'll close some files and we'll be fine. I don't know. I just had been struggling a lot with like how to draw my different characters with different eye shapes and different face shapes and everything. And once I thought of it as a library and I only needed to figure out how to draw eyes in 3 different ways, eyebrows in 4 different ways, mouths in wild, like there's really only, I guess, 4 ways, and then you flip it upside down, and you can also tilt it and stuff. Once I figured out that that's how small my library had to be to, like, create fun expressions for every kind of character, it got a lot easier to make characters with very varied face types. And I feel like back in my DeviantArt days, I was thoroughly scared away from it and instead like drew every character the same. And so that was like a fun revelation that helped a ton with developing an actual art style and stuff. I don't know, I hope that helps. I'm gonna go back to drawing my character sheet like I said I would, even though I don't want to. I want to draw expressions forever. I feel like this is the most chaotic way of working. There's like 3 layers, all of which I'm not looking at it. Teardrop shaped eyes are like super fun though. Different eyes are hard. It took a lot for me to get the fun ability, and I wish you a ton of luck on your journey to make cool eyes as well, and I think you'll do great. Let's turn this off for now so that I can actually see where we're going. Maybe I'll pull an expression from one of these. Yeah, we'll like do one of these expressions for him over there. Yeah, I almost got one. Delightful. Where am I? Should I sketch a turnaround pose? Or should I work on... Here's a poll. Headshots, full body, or turnaround? Which do you want to watch me work on right at this second? I probably only have about 20-30 minutes left in me. And so we're unlikely to fully finish any of those. But we can certainly start it. Let's see. Let's turn that off so I can actually see. I guess I suppose I should work on the full body. It's looking a little sparse. I really like working on turnarounds though. So maybe we'll do that. I think I'll do that. Oh, that's so true though. Headshots are better if I have limited time. Okay. We'll do headshots. We'll do headshots like a nice, reasonable man who makes reasonable time management decisions. Thank you, dear chat, for being my conscience and my guide. Let's grab... Should I do it in different colors? I don't know. Yeah, I'll do it in colors based on their design, I guess. We'll grab a nice blue, and we'll do our headshots in blue. And we'll sketch over these ones so that they all have kind of a nice, samey, brush. Samey brush. Same brush vibe. And we'll just give us some old, Marlin. I love Marlin. He's so stupid and so fun to draw, huh? I wonder why he's grumpy. I mean, other than everything he has to be grumpy about. I hope I can finally get, like, this story into a consumable format, like, sometime soon. I desperately want them to live in more heads than just mine. Like, the same way that, like, The Witcher and Harry Potter live in my brain rent-free, I would like this to live somewhere else. Live in someone else's brain for a change. I want someone else to be, like, making theories on, like, what's gonna happen, and, like, headcanons on, like, what they're feeling. I don't know. I can't tell if this Marlin's any good. It is. I'm just second guessing myself. It's okay. He's got the silliest face. I really want to practice making comics more because that's like hypothetically the easiest format I could get it into. But whenever I like imagine it, I'm imagining it in animated format. Like I only know how to storyboard for animation. I really don't quite understand how to make comics yet. I'm so glad you think so. Imagine behind every single sketch there's like 3 pages of like incomprehensible notes. That's what it's like to live in my brain. Maybe sometime I could do a stream like exploring the Google Doc I have for this story. I wonder if anyone would actually be interested in that, because I would love to ramble to the void about that stupid Google Doc. I'm on an adventure trying to find... What was I trying to find? I was trying to find the storyboards I just did. And they're on the other computer, so I can't even find them. That's fine. That's chill. Good to know what I was trying to find. I'm so glad that people might be interested in that. That would be so delightful to me. That would bring me, like, infinite joy. Enough joy to, like, subside... to, like, live on for, like, at least a week. And I have a very high, like, joy tax. Like, I need quite a lot of joy to continue functioning. So that would be quite a good source. I can't tell, like, what... Maybe if I angle it back up here, I like it better. So let's turn that off. I'll make another pretend layer underneath it with, like, the circle so that I can figure out what I'm doing here. I feel like I go about drawing, like, entirely backwards compared to most. But that's just life. Got that swing. Yeah, I've tried making like YouTube videos about cycles and everything, about this comic. I call it a comic, but again, I don't know how to draw comics. Nonetheless, about this story. But whenever I start filming them, I'm like, I don't know how to, I like want to interact about it, not just like speak to a camera. Like, hypothetically speaking to a camera is exactly the same as this, because like, I'm 90% of the time I'm just talking to myself, and then like the other 20% I respond to chat. But it's different. I know that you're there and you're watching. I don't know. Is this Elliot? Not Elliot. Is this Marlon's hair? I can't tell. I can't tell if this is Marlon's hair right now. Marlon, how are we feeling on the Marlon meter? Is he looking Marlon? Or is he going awry? It feels way different knowing people are listening. Even though hypothetically I know in the future people will listen, like, being on a stream is entirely different. It's so fluffy. Should it be this fluffy? I mean, okay, it does look identical to my reference sheet over there, so maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I'm not sure I like it, but that's okay. That's later me's problem. Wait, let me go find... I had another character sheet half finished for him for, like, art fight. Maybe I have some salvageable expressions from there. Let's go find out. There he is. Okay, I don't really, but that's fine. We'll do an expression kind of like that one. But other than that, I'm not super a fan. We'll leave him be. Yes. He's like, a saucer of milk. Oh, for me. I didn't really like this character sheet because it doesn't quite feel like him. It's like, the design is all there, but like his vibes are off. This especially, it makes him look more like Miss Hannigan than it does him. And I'm not sure where I'm getting it from, but like that's the vibe that I've got. So let's see. He can have a nice little bewildered expression down there. He can be disgruntled up here. Yeah, we can do a smiling one right here. Where did I put the circle? Let's put this back on. Yeah, that's about the right size circle. Oh, Consistency hard. And I'm way too big of a perfectionist for all this. This is more viewers than I had previously. Hi! When did you get here? Welcome to Wigglebees. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but welcome. Anyway. Yeah, we'll do... let's see, where's he looking, is the question here. Where was he looking over here? He was looking, like, over there. There we are. Yeah, I like this one. That's like a little guy. He's an apologetic little man. Where's his face? It's like, Are any of you listening to music, or are you just listening to me rambling into the void? I could not imagine tolerating me without any music behind it. Where is his face? Why have I lost his face? It's like right in there. There we are. That's the right line. Excellent. That's like Marlin. And he's got his little hat. Yeah, he's harder, because, like, Joan's silhouette is so much... Just listening to me! Oh, no. I hope that's not too insufferable. Joan's silhouette is, like, nice and defined. Like, it's just hat, hair, shoulder. It's nice and contained. But then Marlin's is, like, hat, ridiculous hair, bow... It's like it extends too far. And his face is too big. Let's make it smaller. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. We'll just draw another expression. I'll ignore his hair for now. What other expressions could we do? We could do... Yeah, we'll do like a nice confused one. Like, maybe that one. Or maybe a, like... I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. Without a doubt, we will certainly get. There's no escaping that. We'll put you... No, we'll keep you up there, I suppose. Main themes and genres of this story. It's a fantasy story, but not... It sits in a world that's not quite steampunk, but it's 1920s inspired fantasy. So it's right around the realm where steampunk is inspired, but it's not primarily steampunk. It's primarily a fantasy story about fae and about I don't know. Okay, brief summary. Marlin used to be a fun little prince, and he was very bored, and he would explore all the way under the castle into a fun little cavern where he met a fish. And he was like, "Dear little fish, you are my best friend. I love you, little fish. I love you, little fish. You're my best friend." And the little fish was like, "Yes, yes, I am your best friend. You should keep feeding me things so I am nice and big and strong. I'm still strong. So strong, little fish." And the little fish grew and grew and grew and grew and grew because he kept feeding it, because he's his best friend. But little did he know that this little fish was a fae, or the in-world equivalent, an arcant, an archyle. And he had been banished from the sky. He was a constellation of a fish. Banished from the sky for being a bitch. And he had let them out. Oh no, because he's all big and strong and now he's gotten let loose. Wreaking havoc. And Marlin has to leave. He's like, I didn't cause this problem. I'd rather die than cause this problem. And so he ends up getting attacked. The fish says my muscles are getting bigger. So true. The fish does say that. Canonically, the fish says that. They say that my muscles are getting bigger. Anyway. And then he teams up with Elliot, Joan, and Marlin. No, he's Marlin. He teams up with Elliot and Joan to escape and fix the problem he's created and learn more about magic. It's not the best summary, but I've certainly got it. Someday I will actually, oh wait, no, I did! I wrote a lovely little pitch. Let me find you my beautiful little, elevator pitch I wrote so that I wouldn't have to suffer every time. And it's, nice and vague like an elevator pitch should be. Give me a moment. Let's find it for you. Cycles of Marlowe. Crazy. Yeah, a runaway prince, a fish fallen from the sky, and a case of identities devoured. When a strange, debatably dead boy drags himself out of the ocean into their town, best friends Elliot, a wannabe detective with a penchant for poetry, and Joan, a musician and fledgling mage, find themselves sinking into the shadows of a mystery bigger than they could even imagine. How crazy is that? I'm gonna paste that in the chat, just so it's there. Oh, it's too long. One moment. Best into the... Oh. There we go. Best friends. There. That's the little pitch that I wrote so I wouldn't have to suffer. But I do anyway, because I always forget that I wrote the pitch. Such is the way. Let's see, what kind of expression is next? I don't know. It's a fun concept and I want to get better at talking about it because it's lived in my head, entirely in my head for 6 years instead of being anywhere else. So I'm not sure how to speak on it, I just know that it lives here. And it's gone through 2,000 iterations over time, and now we've kind of got in a consistent zone where it's been the same for 3 years, so I can actually develop it properly. It's fun. I don't know. It's fun. I just want to share it. I think it would be more fun if I shared it. Maybe I could start listening to Plantasia on streams, and we could all be buddies listening to Plantasia together. That sounds like perhaps the best joy ever. Oh, back to expressions. I can never come up with, fun expressions. I guess I have to listen to my own advice and go we're gonna do a downward eye. Yeah, we'll do 2 downward eyes. And, lopsided-ish. Yeah, okay. I just have to take my own advice and then I'm fine at expressions. Now that is a man who is very tired, very done with all of this. Sometimes I wonder if cycles is too silly of a concept, there's too much in it. It's just fantasy 1920s steampunk, fairy fae, prince, political intrigue, and then I'm oh no, that's so much. But then I think of any other fantasy story and it's just exactly like that, where it's just everything all at once. all at once. And that's fine. And then we'll do like a giddy. We'll be like, because like Marlin can do these kind of faces. Like I couldn't figure it out on Joan. Joan doesn't quite do that kind of face, but Marlin for sure. Farewell! I hope you have a good time studying, and I hope it all goes well, and that you study really, really good. There we are. This is Marlin when he's allowed to put Joan and Elliot into costumes. That is the face of an extraordinarily delighted boy. Excellent. Those will be our expressions, and I'll fix them into the right size later. That is a problem for later me. He's got such a silly face. Maybe I'll switch this one up to here, just so that there's more contrast between the expressions that are around. Where is that one? Oh, there it is. And then we'll figure out how to handle his hair later. This is a good start though. I think this may almost be a stopping point. I think I'll set a timer for like 10 minutes and then legally I have to get off, because I said I would get off like 30 minutes ago and I super didn't. Delightful. We'll set a nice little 10-minute timer and then we are all going to bed, except unless it's not bedtime for you, in which case you're not going to bed. I'm not going to bed because instead I'm watching The Witcher again. So really none of us are going to bed, actually, is the conclusion here. We love saying things that are true on this channel. Things like, we will all go to bed now. What am I gonna do? So these are all the expressions I want, and I don't want to refine them yet. I just want to have them. And so I suppose what I'm going to do is add a little bit to the full body. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll real quick make this like orange so I can see what was there before, and we'll draw over top it in blue. For the next 10 minutes, and then we will stop. I have to keep saying it or else I won't do it. That's the trick here. Let's put a darker one on, and then we'll go. Maybe he's like looking over there. He's like, huh? He's like, oh, what's happening over there? Expressions also often don't look right until you have nose and mouth in. And that always trips me up because I'll be like, oh, this looks terrible. And then I muscle through to putting the nose and the mouth in, and I'm like, oh, no, it's fine. That's not quite it, though. I want him to be like noticing something. Nope, that's not his face. Sometimes you just have to flip the canvas to be able to draw. Yeah, there we are. That's like mostly Marlin. I feel like he never looks like Marlin until I get those like cheek fluffs in. He's just got so much silly hair. He's really just a funny little guy. I recently did a sketch in my sketchbook where I drew this outfit as if he'd stolen like a sailor's uniform that was too big for him and he's just been wearing that, and then Leonore and Joan tailored it in to be this nice shirt that fit him, and I think it's just so cute. It made me really happy to look at. He's just got a little face. He's just a little boy. Just a little sailor boy. Not causing any problems. Not feeding any fish. No. I'm not sure I like the... Maybe I'll just make it all slim? I don't like the puff on here. So I don't really want to add the puff of his shirt that I have on the reference image over there on the left. Kind of like the streamline, scrawny look here. I like his little spindly, like matchstick legs. I feel like they're a good trait. Let's move this upwards just slightly so he's not hitting the floor. Maybe I could move the arm just a little bit. And it could be like, Although that doesn't strengthen the silhouette as much, so I'm not certain. We'll leave it be for now, though. But then he's got his cane, which is an umbrella at this point. There we are. He reminds me of Draco Malfoy, but not as shitty. Maybe let's balance him out a little bit more like that. How do we feel about this pose? I'm not entirely certain, but like, I also am. I think it's good. But, what if it's bad? Let's put some color in there so that I can see it better. Because I feel like I can never actually see how a sketch truly feels unless I like color it. Again, I feel like my tactics are entirely ridiculous. There's surely so many, like, more streamlined and reasonable ways of accomplishing everything I do. And perhaps I'll learn them someday, but today is not that day. Today is for crudely coloring in a half-finished sketch. Ah! My little 10-minute timer! I'm gonna finish coloring in this hat, and then I'm gonna vanish. And so I hope everyone has a good night after that. There we are. This went on much longer than I thought I'd last tonight. So I hope it has been fun. There we go. Almost done. Oh, it can be like a little bit puffed out, just like squarely. I'm not sure. I'll find another sketch of him and I'll see which ones I like best, what shapes they have. Oh, he's like a little guy. He's just like a cute little guy. I feel like maybe pure black isn't the move, but is it? For a moment I was half tempted to like give Joan blue, because she's meant to have like a little bit more air energy, like movement and flight. She looks better in red. Marlin's definitely blue. So Joan would have had to been like teal or something, and that's definitely not Joan. Are any of you like that with your characters, where like you just know a color like isn't for them? I don't know. I feel like that's a very normal thing. But then, I'm not sure. Whenever I hear other people talk about their characters, I feel like they have a very different experience with them than me. Oh, you're right. The skirt does have good air vibes. Yeah, and I'll be wearing his socks, and I'll add the detail in his socks. Maybe I can finish all of their sheets in time, and it will be, like, fine. And I won't have to, like, die for the character, for the college application. We'll find out. Anyway, he's almost finished, which means we're almost done. There we go. That's pretty much it, because I'm not sure what color his cane is going to be. So this is essentially all we've got. Excellent, then I think I'm going to head out now. And so I hope you've had a wonderful time in my very chaotic little stream. And I hope to see you around in the future. Goodbye!